So, dear pastor, this is one of the uh, most, I think, encouraging videos that another pastor could do for a pastor or somebody who's in spiritual leadership. We have advanced. We have learned the tricks of the trade. We have learned the ways in which 2023 wants us to do things. We have invested into amazing musicians. We have invested into songwriters. We have invested into the concert. We have invested into so many different levels of ministry. But one thing we have divested in is our understanding and our spiritual preparation in dealing with demonic forces. We have failed to understand that we wrestle not against flesh and blood. We don't know the difference between the challenges and the trials that we go through, and when clearly it is nothing more than a ploy and an engine an engine created by Satan. And this is why we must check our spiritual strength and our authority, because demons have now been invited into our society, have now been invited into our churches, have now been invited into our existence, simply because we have allowed ourselves to grow consistently in every area but our spiritual awareness. Even now, pastors are buying into the demonic lie that trauma can trump demonic possession at times. And in reality, all evil, all frustration, and mental wars have an evil origin. And those that believe that medication and or just simple habits can control it are being deceived by evil itself. Because the truth be told, if we have the authority that has been granted by Christ, we then can overcome all forms of wickedness and all forms of evil. That's the reason why we must be diligent to fight and to build ourselves up in our most holy faith and fight against all the attacks of the enemy so that we can continue to engage in the battle that we have been created for. Pastor, you were not made to be a celebrity. Pastor, you were not made to be a life coach. Pastor, you were not made to be a motivational preacher. You were made to remove demons out of the very fabric of our society. You were not made to have a peace treaty with evil. You were not made to be friends with those that are unconverted. You were not made to bow down and allow evil to have its way because it can pay you or it can satisfy your pleasure. But you, beloved, you were commissioned by the very call of Christ for blood. The blood of the Savior goes before you, and that is the power that you have. And those that continue to push you away from spiritual development are those that are possessed by the very forces that they don't want you to know about. So I encourage you, get up now, Pastor, and fight and destroy the strongholds of evil while you still have a chance to do such.